It's Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our flight. There is magic and mystery from darkness. Our friendship will rise. But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight. Oh, get ready. It's Thursday night.
Last we left off, Bell's Hells had infiltrated the seat of disdain and had located what looked to be the cell holding Armand Tresci, the target that brought them to Bassaris in the first place. Convincing him to come along with you at his best interest, you tossed him into your portable hole and ran into Artana Vo, another bounty hunter. After making an odd alliance with her, you began to escape the compound, noticing that it was under siege by what seemed to be Artana, or at least a group that was likely in cahoots with her. In the midst of this chaos, some of you were running interference in the middle of the courtyard. Other ones were trying to whisk Armand out. You all began to reconvene, but not before running face-to-face with Otahan Thul. Once, while our good friend Laudna was climbing the side of the fortress, and a secondary time as you attempted to escape in two separate groups at the exterior of the perimeter wall in the middle of a raging sandstorm that had just begun to calm, Otahan squared off with you. The skirmisher that one half of your group had been using to escape had been sliced through, exploded, and left your party sundered and separated. After a brief discussion, combat ensued. And throughout this combat, one by one, some of you began to fall. Otahan gleefully carving the life from members of Bell's Hells, eyes focused and trained on Imogen, and asking for her to give in to her nature. With each death, the pulse within her began to grow stronger and stronger. In the back of Imogen's mind, Fern and Orem both lie slain in the center street here of the sandstorm smothered Bassaris, Laudna on death's door. When that impulse, driven by trauma, anger, and whatever strange force lies within her, pushing Imogen over the edge, and in doing so, screaming, that latent power and energy swelling within her, overtaking her body, and where once a sandstorm once stood, instead, bursts of red energy and light began to swirl around. The surrounding structures began to carve away, the secondary internal storm beginning to just tear and destroy within the proximity. With the final scream, everything goes white. Fresh cut grass. In this pure, endless void of all color, you feel the psychic pulse open a flood of memories. Waking to Dancer's curious smile, enjoying polishing the armor of your other automaton companions, exploring this new world with fresh eyes and protecting your friends, meeting Ashton in the depths of your despair, discovering a new family, and righting wrongs, lifting the spirits of those you admire. Older memories break through. An endless cloudscape rushing past a skyline of pristine lavender spires. A parade through prismatic cobblestone streets, thousands of metallic beings cheering, celebrating. A dark room. A man you fear, of short graying blonde hair, shouting, his mouth making no words. None of this imagery makes sound, it's just visual. But you know there's anger in his heart, the intent, the defiance. A green path of flowers and stone stairs. A kindly older noblewoman greets you. You like her, and your new life away from him. She sits and speaks, silence, but you know the words of confidence and vulnerability that she shares. You grant her perspective and encouragement and understanding. She smiles. She frowns. She is gone. Chetney. Within the endless light, You feel like your very soul is pried open, memories spilling forth, gentler times of wayward romances in your youth. Diana and her laugh, Frudel and her patience, how you filled each lonely gap with work, fixation, and even the longest of lives can extend rapidly under such pursuits. But within your belly a hunger stirs. An itch hits your skin. An iron smell fills your nose. A howl pierces your ears. You look up to the full, glowing red moon Ruidus above you. From its ruddy light streaks a single beam of pure crimson light that envelops you. You let it wash away the sadness, and you give in to the beast, tearing your skin away as you feel the anxious tingle that you always feel at the zenith of this moon now grow into an uncontrollable impulse to hunt, to kill, to eat, to ruin. It sees you now, and it's found common ground. Ashton, enveloped in shadowless infinity, too bright to blink nor look away, you are a child. You are worried as others rush to finish something you do not understand. You do not hear. Your elven father shouts orders without sound, pointing about excitedly. You look back to your saintly, strong mother, the fear within you growing with the tension in the air, but she touches your shoulder and kisses your head. She points ahead as the many people take their places around the vibrant, glowing gateway. Your mother steps to your father and hands him his vestments. He places leather mask and headdress upon his face, the details curving upward as if reaching for the sparking opening. It begins. Laudna. Here beyond the edge of death, the light envelops you. You remember, soundlessly, the lush forests of the parchwood surrounding the edges of your family home. You remember the warmth of the fire under the hearth and the comfort of a stew's smell filling the air as your family gathers for dinner. Dinner. An impossibly long, decadent table. Watchful guards. The Dark Lord and Lady speaking wordlessly, and the dread that fills your heart. Her gaze meets yours. A gaze that never stops. You see her at the edge of your vision always. Her shape creeps beyond every blink. Her words mingle with your own. You fear you may lose yourself. Are you yourself? Or just her? Incubating. I am of his blood. I will endure. My will is unrelenting. You are my vessel in life, unlife, in beyond. I will endure. Imogen. Your entire body and spirit shakes into energy, a cosmic mass of vibration and power. You feel your body pulse and burn, unstable and threatening to burst, wanting to explode. You wince and hold yourself with all your might, your eyes tightening shut. You are walking, toppling over a rock by a swaying tree. A hand catches your clumsy form just as it strikes the dirt. You cry loudly, silently, as your eyes meet hers. Her lavender hair tied up over her ears in a long braid. Your smile, her smile, calms your tears to still. She wipes your cherub cheeks and lifts you into her arms. She speaks to you wordlessly. In your mind, you know everything is all right. She suddenly looks concerned. Her face snaps away into the distance. With intensity, you open your eyes once more, and there, in this vacant space crackling before you, you see Otohan staring back, her body crackling with the same type of energy as yours. You are a true predator, a gift in their image. Few can be as strong as we can. To deny your nature is to be consumed by it. To embrace it is to master your own fate. I am proud of you. The voice of Liliana echoes in your mind. Run, Imogen. Run.
I try to back away.
You back away, and Otohan just begins to close the gap.
I turn my back and take off as fast as I can.
You turn around, and she's right there in front of you, smiling. The bell tolls and looms soon enough. Come, create something beautiful with us. And she reaches out.
I look up and I try to take off into the air.
You look up and she's right there looking down at you. What do you do?
I try to blast her face.
Okay. In that moment, you reach within you, and as the energy begins to burble up and ignite, this bright, burning, chaotic, swirling energy just begins to build up and build up as you unleash it with an immense scream. You watch her get blasted and streak away into the white darkness. The light blinks out. A void envelops you, and you hear the sound of 1,000, 10,000 stones and bricks hitting the ground. The wind hits your face, the sand stinging across your cheek as you come down to your feet. Looking around you, you now stand in the streets of Bassaris once more. In the vicinity where a number of buildings stood, most of them are gone.
Oh my.
There is a circle of earth pushed away. And in that moment, your companions appear where they were. As they were.
Oh god.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god. I don't know.
Wait, you're there though.
Indeed. Laudna,
Oh.
you are next in the initiative order when we last left off.
What do you mean? You can't bring up this shit now. We're not ready.
Roll a death saving throw.
Let's do the red one.
Oh god, the red one.
Fuck you, Rudis. My heart is pounding.
What? Bad or good?
I can't see it.
Natural one.
Laudna, in the final moments before you expire, please explain to me what crosses your mind.
I imagine it would be confusion. Flashes of all of the powerful women in her life. Imogen, Fern, her mother, Delilah. As Delilah is still there. But still powerful.
As the darkness begins to creep in and carry you to whatever threshold lays beyond, an oddly familiar threshold. This is a line you've walked for many years. And as the dark curtain begins to fold in, you feel her arms wrap around you. As Delilah embraces you from behind and whispers in your ear, "Worry not, child. Death is but a waiting game." as Laudna's final breath escapes, and she lies still.
Can I see Laudna?
At the moment, no.
I saw Orem go down first, and he's who I was trying to get to first. Now Fern's down 2. I'm smart enough to know that she has healing abilities. So I would go to her. Even though she went down second, I will action dash to Fern.
Okay. That finishes FCG's go.
Oh my god.
Chetney.
I'll walk towards Orm and kneel down and just prop up his head and shoulders, just trying to get a look at him, and I'll look back at Imogen and say, "What happened?" We'll say
Laudna? Laudna? I reach out with my mind.
There's nothing there to reach back.
I run out a few steps to see if I can spot her. I'm looking around everywhere.
Okay. You run past Chetney off to the space, and just as you get to the edge of your movement, about there, in the rubble of one of the nearby buildings, you see a hand limply hanging on the outside.
I'm gonna take off as far as I can to her.
Okay. You can get just within reach of her.
Pulling rubble off of her. Just
Just beating the shit out of her.
pulling rubble off of her and try to get her unburied.
All right. Well, if that finishes your turn, that brings us to FCG once more.
Drawing on my inner mechanical powers, I will lean down and touch Fern on the side of her cheek, on her face, as gently as I can with my metal hands. And I will whisper in her ear, please don't leave us. And I will cast Revivify.
In the moment, this is you, and you're the only person who can do this. You attempt to reach out and call the spirit back. What do you do to reach out to Fern to try and reach across this bridge of life and death?
I think I would just talk to her and tell her, or try to tell her spirit anyway, that I know your family has not been easy for you, but I feel like you're making a new one with us, and I want to help you. I want to help you be whole again, and I think you would break all of our hearts by leaving, and I just need you to stay. I need you to stay. And I'll just sort of command her to stay.
Okay. As you complete the ritual, I need you to go ahead and roll a d20 and add your spellcasting modifier.
Oh my god.
It's a 7 + 3.
10 is literally the difficulty class base on this for a character who has not died.
I hate this game.
In the shadowed darkness, as you felt the world pulled from you, and whatever dark thread of the unseelie beyond that's been haunting you through mirror upon mirror since you've come here, you feel it get its tethers in you, and you feel yourself being pulled. And just as you feel that sense of hopelessness wash over you, that light glimmers and you hear the words of fresh cut grass echo. That light becomes a tunnel, almost a ladder before you. Do you reach for it?
Well, what else is there?
Do you look behind you?
Sorry.
No? Do you look behind you? You look behind you, and you see a dull green sliver of a moon. You see a blackened hillscape of tangled jungle and thorns, brambles and eyes, so many wicked, hungry eyes waiting for you. And behind those eyes, darkness, uncertainty, cold oblivion.
I'm not quite ready for that part yet. I'll turn around and start reaching out.
As you reach out and grasp what looks to be a ladder-like structure, you hold on to it, and it seems to pull you away. You glance back and feel the tethers tear free from you. You can almost hear the screams of disappointment and frustration in this endlessly echoing space below. As you glance back up, the ladder is no longer a ladder, but almost like an arm of light pulling. And as the light rushes up towards you and your eyes are flooded, you begin to focus once more as you blink, and the hand of light is now a hand of metal. And you glance up into the face of fresh-cut grass, who is pulling you from the ground.
I'll stay. Jeez Louise, calm down.
Oh boy.
What's...
Fern?
Hi. Thanks for doing that. It was
Sure.
really nice. How's everybody doing?
Real bad.
Okay.
Okay, that brings us to Chetney.
I'm going to pick up Orm. And I'm going to split the difference between Fern and Laudna.
So you rush over with his limp body in your arm, rush over just as Fern is starting to kind of climb her way back onto her feet. Imogen. You've taken her around with Ashton's help, and you've cleared what little bit of debris may have fallen off the nearby structure that was now barely... what little bit of rubble there still stands after the strange occurrences of recent moments. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna put Laudna's head in my lap and brush her forehead off and say, come back, come back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, reach into my pocket, and get out the rock that, Fern hid in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say, I know you're there, you bitch. I know you still want her. I'm gonna put the rock on Laudna's chest
Okay.
with her hands over top of it.
Okay. Finish your turn. Fern, you're up.
What the fuck do you mean Orem is dead?
At that moment, the lifeless body of Orem is placed in front of you by the woven form of Chetney.
Tell me you have something.
Oh God, I didn't even say. Yes, I can, I've never done this before, but how do I do this?
You just touch him and say something to him, or pray. Do you have a thing to pray to, or
I just do it. I
you
just
need
touch him.
you need a diamond? Do you have a diamond?
I don't have anything. Do we have anything? Any
Diamonds?
diamonds? Orem is dead. Orem is dead.
We know. Fuck. Yes, diamonds. Yes, diamonds. Yes. Fuck.
Get over here.
I'm just gonna grab Orem and I'm just gonna take him and put him in my lap and
Okay.
just hold him.
Okay.
What the fuck do we do?
On his head.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna fucking dash.
With Laudna, or
I'm making eye contact with you as I grab her.
All right, you pick her up and kind
Full
of
speed.
fireman's carry, turn around.
And dart off. Roll my 35, 40,
That's as far as you can get right there, carrying her there with the full movement and dash.
And while I'm carrying, I'm just gonna be we have another down!
Great.
At this moment, as you see him rushing by, like you hadn't quite focused yet, but at this moment, fresh cut grass, you realize that Laudna is also no longer with us.
Can you save them?
I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. This is...
It's not fair for you to choose.
Well, Fern, it's your turn.
We're running out of time.
Okay. Imogen, I don't know what to do. I don't want to put a choice on you. I don't know what to do. Should we do like a who votes for Orem? No.
The only thing I know, and it's a horrible thing to think, is that Laudna has come back before. But I don't want to say Orem if it means that Laudna's gone
If
forever.
Orem were here, he would absolutely say save Laudna. He's too nice a guy.
I reach into my pocket and pull out a small platinum
Oh
coin.
my god, we're really there.
Are you flipping a coin
I have a
right
coin.
now?
Listen, you can suffer with the grief for this decision, or you can just let it go.
I was just given this coin by Imahara Joe,
Okay.
and it's
Cannot believe we're
it's
flipping
from a
fucking coin
it's
for their lives.
from a god. I don't know. Does that make this? We could say a prayer. I could say a prayer.
Okay. This is me. This is on me. Give me the coin.
I'm gonna hand over the coin, and as I do, I will just sort of hold it for a second and just say, I don't know you, but please guide us in the right direction. And
To the change bringer?
yeah, to the change bringer.
Oh boy.
Which one is which?
Okay, so... I'm gonna go this side for Orem.
That looks like his shield.
It does, right? That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was thinking. And then this one's gonna be for Laudna. I don't want to do this.
Then don't do it.
In the time that transpired here, I'll say it's another round. We're down to 12 seconds, and you can take your sending if you want to.
I'm gonna send a message to Delilah. You better bring her back. I know you want to be in this world, and she's your only way here. Get your ass down here and bring her back.
Yep, got it.
Poor thing. I would if I could. But I ask you to bring her back too. For both of us.
She's too fucking weak.
That fucking bitch.
Oh God.
Okay. I'm gonna kneel down. I'm gonna go to Laudna. Sort of push her hair to the side. We'll find a way back for you, I promise. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. It's a coin's fault. We can be mad at the change bringer later. Oh, I don't like how this is making me feel. Okay. I'll go to Orem. I'm just gonna gather him up. Hi. Hi, friend. Can you please come back? Because I'm getting a little scared. And we need your help, because we can't do this just by ourselves, okay? What do I do? I just roll.
You roll a d20 and add your wisdom modifier.
Okay. 17.
17.
Yeah.
Okay. You expend the spell's energy. Place your hand upon Orm's cold body. Orm. The tension has passed, and a calm peace comes over you. There's this shadow, this looming darkness of regret and anxiety gives way to the sounds of a soft breeze of Zephyr through the trees. And you feel the presence you've missed for a bit as you turn from the shadow amongst the various cherry blossom branches and the wind that blows and this kind of soft dreamscape before you. You see Will. Just looking back. And you want nothing more than to stay here. And in that moment of relinquishing to whatever the next life may be, you hear Fern's words echo out from above. The soft dream begins to fade a moment, and you glance up into a shaft of light. And her words call out to you. And you're torn. You look back down to Will, who looks back at you. And as his voice echoes, "You're not done."
I really wish I could stay.
I'll still be here.
Oh, I miss you so bad.
There will be a time. I look forward to it.
Say hi to Derek for me. Say hi to Dad.
I will. And he reaches out and embraces you. Like a hot spring that just envelops you. You feel the warmth and light of a connection you've missed for so long. How? Go. And he throws you up towards the shaft of light. As you drift upward, you watch the tree begin to fade. You see his face begin to fade. And you feel the sting of dust and sand against your cheek. You blink and squint and come to focus. And as you look right up into the face of Fern, upside down above you, tears streaming down her face.
Hi.
Bernie.
Best friend. We were in a bit of a pickle, and I'm glad that you're here.
Where's everybody?
Well, everyone's here, but Laudna is not.
do? Ladders. Ladders.
We've done everything we can so far.
No! What are you doing?
I'm.
What do we do, though? But what do we do? Because we always do something. Fern, can you can heal people? Can you heal her?
I can't because we picked you and we didn't. We flipped a coin, which feels super careless now that I'm going back on it. Imogen, I'm sorry. Okay.
You'll just
We're
keep
gonna
hearing
figure
in
it
your
out.
heads over and over again. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
Orin's gonna stumble off in that direction and just start yelling help.
No, don't.
As you start shouting help and FCG tries to stop you, the storm itself subsiding, you can hear the tense shouts and rallying conversation of the Paragon's call beyond the partially crumbled wall that currently surrounds, or mostly surrounds, the seat of disdain.
We still gotta get out of here. Can you pick her up, Ashton?
I'm gonna unfold the hole and put her in the.
No, do not put her in the hole.
Where else are we gonna put
She's
her?
gonna be in there with Armand and just rattling around. No, you carried her. You carried her to Joe's.
Okay.
Fuck!
As you pick her up and lift her, the rock that you placed within her grasp kind of tumbles free and hits the ground.
I'm picking back up.
Okay.
Full fucking speed, I guess.
You go rushing to find shadow or solace, a place to reconvene and gather your thoughts on whatever the next step may be.
We are running.
Let's go.
Okay. All right. Pushing through the streets, you eventually round back around to the front of Imahara Joe's place. So you knock on the door, the curtain kind of pushes past, and you see one of the associates of Imahara Joe kind of glance past and closes it up. And the door opens, and you see a young dwarven male figure kind of lean through. Can I help you?
Yeah, we need Joe. Is he here right now?
Yeah, he's okay. Pulls back. You recognize, you've seen this fellow around the office a bit. As he pulls open the door on the inside, you can see everyone's kind of hunkered down a bit. Most of the employees of Imahara Joe, as well as Joe himself, are kind of sitting around it, kind of waiting the storm out. He glances over towards the rest of you. Oh, hello, you're back so soon. Come in. Shouldn't be long before the storm passes over.
Thank you. I'm gonna open the hole really quickly. Do you want out?
Yes, please.
Do you promise to behave?
I'm at your service.
That'll do. Sorry, things have been really fucked up. I'm out. I close the...
Joe,
No.
Joe, we're sorry. We're putting you in a little bit of danger. People are after us.
I wish I could say that's not unfamiliar on occasion based on the clientele I work with, but I'd like to know a little more about this danger so I can adjust accordingly. What am I in now?
Say to the door. You might want to lock that up.
Okay, and he goes and locks it up, looking over at Joe, and Joe kind of gives him a nod, sips his tea, and sets it back down on its pristine porcelain saucer.
I'm just gonna stay on the ground next to Laudna.
Is she all right?
No.
Oh my, I am sorry to hear that. Once again, what am I in?
There was a big attack on the Paragon's call, and we ran.
It wasn't us. It wasn't us.
It wasn't us, actually. It really wasn't.
They kidnapped me. Treshy now says with arms bound.
We did kidnap him.
Are they angry at you because you kidnapped this guy?
No.
I mean, among other things.
I assume they don't like that.
Joe kind of goes, okay, if people are looking for you, and are you followed? Are they coming?
No one saw us. You're good for now.
You're certain?
I am.
Not good enough. And he turns around and moves one of the tables over. Can you give me a hand? And
Yep. No,
let's do this. Across the ground, move this table over, and he pulls up a hatch that you can see has like a hidden, broken interior. And as he pulls it up, puts it over, there's a set of stairs that go underneath and beneath the floorboards of the structure. If you can hide there, please.
Thank you, Joe. It's great. A lot.
All right. All of you. And looks to Armand. Okay. The less I know at this point, honestly, probably the best. I'm going to go ahead and hold on to whatever plausible deniability I can maintain. Let's say that you owe me a favor. Get inside.
Real quick.
That coin you gave me, that deity, you really believe in that one, right?
Yeah.
They haven't led you astray before?
I'm still here. I've helped out some of the good people in this town with their guidance, but...
Okay.
Not deep in it, but, doesn't hurt to have a little faith.
All right.
Okay, well, stay really quiet. And if anything does go down, I will do my best, but at a certain point, I have to protect the people I care about, too.
Of course.
You clearly threatened you.
Obviously. It was a terrifying encounter, and I'm lucky to escape with my life. So this is a small storage space. Down in here, you can see there are a number of crates and cases and chests and boxes that are filled with all manner of metallic ingots with what looks to be raw materials, bolts, nuts, tools. This is essentially a subterranean storage room. As you're all kind of adjusting to the subterranean dark space, you kind of feel your way around, and you do see on the kind of what would be like kind of the northeastern edge of this small cluttered chamber, it looks like there is a door.
Watch Treshy. Keep him quiet. Don't let him touch anything on himself that might be like a beacon or a little bitch signal.
What do we want with this guy?
He unleashed the Shade Mother.
That was not my doing. That was Ira. A dubious creature at best. Maybe it was my mistake to do business with him, but...
Why are we doing business with him?
Because he's effective in forging the chaos we needed to push the council to require the help of the Paragon's call.
What chaos?
Creating threats, dangers, to have the people rise up feeling like they weren't secure in their lives. But the council, the quorum wasn't doing its job, and so we needed additional aid.
Just to get Paragon's call to be hired by the Drusar quorum?
Well, that's what I thought it was.
You were using the Nightmare King as a psyop?
More or less.
I punch him.
You.
Thank you.
Look, I didn't seek him out. He made himself available. And our timetable was short. I was getting a lot of pressure from Otohan and the call that we had to work quickly. I was out of options. I didn't think he would take it so far. He was overzealous in his work. He was far too knowledgeable and curious about my dealings with the call. Asked too many questions. I was about to end our relationship when the tower fell and did the work for me.
I push him back in the hole.
We're having a bit of a raw day, Roman. We just lost one of our own, as you can see. And I'm the peaceful solution guy in this group. So why want you to start fucking talking right the fuck now?
Look, this is all bigger than me, okay? I thought it was an opportunity to establish myself as indispensable in Drusara. Rise within my house, make greater allies within the quorum. But now I am a fugitive of my own choices as well. Okay. My hope was that if we can complete these last shipments, my contract would be done. And she promised to help clear my name in Drusar and reestablish my family's alliance with the Call if we did so. But I'm quickly coming to believe that our deal was likely more about this shipment line from Wildmouth than over political interests.
What were you shipping? What does the Cerberus assembly have to do with all it?
I don't know the specifics of it. I have a shipment line that crosses the Osmond Sea into the Menagerie Coast, and I've been allowing numerous shipments over the past year or so to pass through across the sea and wait by a compatriot of mine in Rusar who's been holding on to them until the time was right to bring them here to Bassaris. And once they were here, the call took them in to wherever their site was. And then they are shipped through an intermediary to try and keep it separated and hard to follow, hard to trace. Now, Kamille arranged for their acquisition and distribution out of the city.
But you don't know what was in the shipments?
Once again, the less I know, the easier it was for me to feel comfortable doing this business.
Any dealings with Hexam?
She held on to them until it was time to ship. If they went straight through, that would draw more eyes, so we received them, she held on to them, and the coast was clear. We would continue shipments to Bassaris.
We don't know what the shipments were.
No, but we've seen... Ashton's seen some boxes, right?
We have one in the hole.
These are indeed examples of the contraband, yes. It began slow years ago, and it's been ramping up in the recent year.
Did you open all the boxes?
No, we've got the we haven't opened any of them.
Open it. Let's see what it is.
I passed it up to you all.
It was the black.
I passed it up to you guys.
Yeah.
There's plenty of minds on this. Can I go look at that door and just check it for rusty hinges, a welded frame, a lock, anything, just to see if it's operative?
The door does appear to be locked, but it doesn't have like an overt, knob or anything. It looks like it just has like a pull handle, but as you kind of tug on it, I would say that you can tell that there is kind of a slide bar that is locking it in place from the opposite side. And there is a hidden mechanism to alleviate the bar's tension.
Oh, yeah, let me get to work on that.
Okay, well, you're working on that.
So, it's a couple of potions from a smashed crate, a full crate, and a black box. Is that
Correct.
accurate?
The crate and the black box are both locked.
Oh, the crate's locked?
The crate is locked as well. Though the black box looks like it has a more intense locking mechanism upon it. The two vials that you received that fell out of it, you look at them too, and like these crystal vials, kind of similar in shape as to the things that you saw set within Fern, that you saw set within that weird device on Odohan's back.
Oh.
A weird gray flowing fluid, as you kind of swirl it in there, you see it. It seems to ignore gravity for a moment before it settles in, almost like a slow motion mercury that just kind of floats and then reconstitutes.
I think we need to have a group meeting.
You trying to unlock that door? Yep. The door opens ever so faintly, and you can see a tunnel beyond it.
Good to know.
I'll leave this door open just in case we need to.
Just a
Skedaddle.
The crate and box are locked. We can probably assume that the crate has more of these potions in it.
Let's assume.
The box seems more interesting.
We should open it, yeah. in the
Should we
hallway
open?
away
Can we
from
open
us.
it?
Yeah, check. Can you get
Can
this? It looks a little tricky.
Can I check it for any kind of traps?
Indeed. The box is trapped.
Can I tell from that check what kind of trap it might be?
It is a very well-crafted box, and you can see there's like this heavy polished iron frame to this like black material, almost like a polished slate that has been polished to a dark black with some sort of a coloring agent. The latch on the front of it, you can see there is, beyond just the lock itself, there is some sort of a golden wire that is looped through and into the box on each side of where the key enters. You can just barely make out from that slight gap between where the latch covering and the actual slate box front is. And you get the sense that even putting any sort of a key or any sort of contact with there will trigger something. Something metal will trigger it.
I'm slowly, just meticulously making wooden copies, thin slivers of my tinkerer's tools.
Within rapid time. To the point where you even take a moment to polish, and properly smooth.
A little oil.
Yeah, just make an impeccable replica of your thieves' tools, made of shreds of leftover mahogany.
Ooh.
Nice hardwood, functional. Might only be good for one lock, but pretty solid.
Are you ready? Are you doing this?
Yeah, I was born ready. We're going wood tools first.
It takes you a moment, and you get the sense that this is an extremely intricate lock. Spending a few minutes with it, and like
This is that wide. I'm like,
Yep. Yeah. The sweat like forms in your forehead. You can feel it kind of dripping into your like bushy eyebrows and starting to get in one eye, and it stings a little. And then eventually does not trigger the trap.
Release.
You open it up. The box, which is about 1 foot by 1 foot or so, has a smaller, like there's a thick wall to it, like it's protecting what's inside, or at least there's a heavy buffer. The actual space within it is about 6 inches by 6 inches in the center, by 6 inches, like a cube. And in there, you see a pile of finely ground green glass. Orem, you know exactly what this is. You know this is this is the prime controlled export from Whitestone. You also know that your leader has been working with the Lord and Lady of Whitestone to ensure that this material, which as far as you know, is only available out of the Alabaster Sierras that surround Whitestone, doesn't fall into the wrong hands. The fact that this has been shipped in this space is a concerning revelation. You also know that its application is used in the amplification of various forms of arcana, simple to extremely powerful.
Okay, so this is from where I come from. Not exactly where I come from. This is from Taldore. It's extremely valuable. It is found in one place that I am aware of. And it is bolstering my belief that we need to reach out to either the Barolos or the Tempest or both. This shouldn't be here.
They would try to track the box because they wouldn't be able to track the residuum. So, I mean, wherever we leave that box, we're putting... If we leave it under Joe's place, we're leaving him at risk.
But this tunnel goes out to the cave.
Then leave it deep in the cave.
What do we have that we could put it in?
Any box that Joe has. I mean, he has lots of stuff.
Should I ask him?
Yep.
I'm just gonna knock on the door for a second.
Okay. Yes?
Joe, do you have a lead box up there or down here? A small lead box?
I have lead. I don't have a box.
Can you make a small box out of lead?
That's not a request. We do have a lot of things currently in the queue that we're in the process of developing. That'll be a bit of a premium to go ahead and bump it at the front, but...
You got it.
Whatever you need.
300 gold?
Got it. Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm gonna get rid of this box. I'll be back. If you don't hear from me in like an hour, I'm dead.
Great.
I just take the box, so I start walking down the tunnel.
Make a perception check for me. Be pretty confident that there is nothing affixed to this tunnel that is a trap as you move through. It does go on for quite a while. You continue on for a while before the tunnel opens up into an underground cavern. And you, with dark vision, have no issues seeing, but there is definitely the familiar interior of this subterranean tunnel network that you had ridden through beneath Bassaris. So glancing about, you're uncertain at the moment kind of which direction goes where, but it definitely opens up, 30, 40-foot cavern.
So, we're gonna play a game called Run, okay?
I just fucking throw the box in the cavern. Jason's like...
You got it. All right, so you both run back to the chamber
Good point.
and return. Okay.
I'll hold one of those vials of gray liquid.
Okay.
Yes, and my lens will pop down, and I'm going to use Identify.
All right. You focus on it, and as your kind of eye focuses, the flash of built-in, knowledgeable, arcane power kind of flares for a moment into your eye. And as it does, you begin to ascertain the nature of this strange vial. This is a potion of possibility.
Oh, yeah.
When you drink this clear potion, you gain 2 fragments of possibility. When you make an attack roll or ability check or saving throw, you can expend a fragment to roll an additional d20.
So 2 of those?
2 of those, but what about the other crate we have?
Probably has another 1 or 2 in there.
Maybe.
As well.
Should we open up that crate and find out?
It's up to you, it's locked.
Let's do.
Chutney.
Let me look.
Seems to be safe.
Seems to be safe. What's the box made of? Wood?
Wood.
Wood can't hurt you.
Not me. Taking the tunnel.
Okay.
Shut the door after me. I'll use my regular thieves' tools on this.
You go ahead and you're trying to unlock it?
Yeah, I'm going to try and unlock it even though I have no idea if it's
Go ahead. All right, so this lock, it's an intricate lock. It's not as intricate as the lead box was, but it's still fairly decent, design to it. You realize in that moment that the lock itself appears to have been trapped and you missed it in the first go. And you realize in the same moment, being a person who is so well versed in wood, that this lock isn't as well fastened to the wood crate itself. So as opposed to unlocking the lock itself, you whittle around the lock until it's no longer attached to the crate. You set it down gently into a pile of gently marked shavings. Open the lid, and there are 6 more of these potions within it.
6 more?
There's only 2 in the box. Open the door.
Keep 2 in the group inventory, and then everybody mark down 1 in your own inventory.
1 potion of possibility.
Alrighty. So, you are taking a long rest. Is anyone keeping watch?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, who's keeping first watch? You will be watching until the end of the afternoon into the early evening. But you finish your watch, no major issue.
I would say that the whole time I also couldn't stop thinking about Fool and thinking how seeing Imogen reminded me of my own day 6 years ago and how much there's to do.
Mm-hmm. Who takes second watch?
I'll take it.
Okay. Partway into your watch, into the later bit of the evening, you hear the door open up top. A couple of heavy footfalls hit, and Imahara Joe's voice go, "Hey, stranger, can I help you at all?" And the voice goes, "Yes, we're looking for some problem makers who might be involved in an assault on the seat. Do you know anything about this, Joe? Word is around here that these same people were doing some business in your shop in recent days. Got some crawlers from you for the recent Death Wish run." Bit of a pause. "Wish I could help you, buddy. I haven't seen them since they left. You don't mind if we have a look around, do you?" Be my guest. Got nothing to hide? What are you all doing?
We're in the tunnel now. The door has been shut. I would wait until there's a large sound to just try and shut the latch on the other side of the door, but not until there's a bang or something.
Okay. Why is the dust shifted on this? Oh, it's just our storage area. Don't worry about that. Oh, I think I'll worry about that just for a moment. After all, you got nothing to hide, right? Yeah, no worries. Let me just go ahead and move that out of the way. You want to help me over here? Let's move it here. Shit, why are you so clumsy? Sorry, it's a heavy table. I'm shifting off to the side. While that's happening,
We've moved the latch when that large sound hit, and now Ash and I we're holding just on the other side of the door.
Yeah, same.
give it 2 rounds. You hear their footsteps coming down the steps behind. You hear rummaging and moving. Let's check the back. And you hear multiple footsteps now rising up the stairs once more before... And you hear the footsteps.
I think we're okay. What was that? They're gone.
Sort of about this time that you hear, "Well, Joe, there is quite a purse should you have any information about these individuals. So, stop on by should anything come into your periphery. And thank you for your cooperation." You hear numerous exhales from above.
Amazing. Open the door.
I come in there and go, thanks, Joe. That was a pucker moment.
Yeah. 400 gold.
Yeah. Sounds right.
You get back to rest. Who's taking the last watch?
Take the last rest.
Okay. You keep an eye out. Everything seems to be fine. Until you finish a long rest without a shot. So you can all take a long rest. But the day is yours. What would you like to do?
Chetney, thank you for trying to reach out, and I'm so sorry for what I did to you. So I stayed up during the night to make you this. It's a toolbox for your wooden tools.
Oh no! And look at the front.
I used my blade to carve it during the night. It's not as fine workmanship as you, but...
No, it's not.
But I thought that you might like it.
How? Oh, I love it. I love it so much. God, it's awful. I love it.
All of you mean so much to me, and I'm sorry that I did that to you. And
FCG, this is so great. And can I just say, it's not all bad what happened yesterday. I am actually encouraged by what I saw you throw down with. That's the shit I'm talking about. So if you need to let that out every once in a while on our enemies, fully encourage it.
Well, it sounds like I'm not the only one who has some dark powers hidden within.
What did you do? It was like a boof.
Oh my God.
That white flash was weird. That's all I'm gonna say is that white flash was kind of weird.
I've never had anything like that happen.
I mean,
that was more. I didn't think I was capable of it.
Well, you've never removed a city block before?
Not to my knowledge. I also, in that moment, it's like I saw my mother, and as far as I know, she was gone from the day I was born. I don't remember her in my childhood, and she was there. She was there. Yeah.
Did anyone else see anything?
See anything?
Like
visions or something?
Yeah. Did anyone else see anything?
I mean, I saw some old flings.
Oh yeah. When she went off, I saw some stuff too.
You did?
Me too.
Another land and lots of automatons and a man who was mean and a woman who was nice, and I don't know where it was or who those people were, but
I saw my parents.
Your parents?
Yeah.
Aren't you an orphan?
It's a dim memory that, that was just suddenly really fucking clear.
Do you want to tell us what they looked like?
No. They were, actually, I've been meaning to ask, did that helmet, the armor and the helmet is exactly what I think it is.
Mm.
Okay. I'd pull out the helmet that I stole from the museum. It was some sort of ritual, I guess. I don't know. They were doing something, and I think my mother said, I think it was my mother said, it begins. And then I woke up and
It begins.
I don't know.
What?
This is it. This fucking thing is it. It's what I fucking got.
Is that helmet or armor from somewhere that you recognize, or?
I'll admit I was working up the courage to talk to you, Orm, and I don't know. Thought maybe you would know what the fuck it is. I don't know.
You've heard about it once, the Hishari village. It's kind of at least in Ashari terms, it's used as a kind of a tale to spook people from toying with the elements if they don't know what they're doing.
But it's somehow connected to my people, or?
Only in the sense that the Ashari are considered, and long historically, guardians of the elements within Exandria, both control and uncontrollable. What the Ashari village did was reckless, and they paid for it. That's basically what you know.
Okay, share that little dribble of info.
Yeah, it was a memory of the last day I spent with my parents.
How old were you?
Too young to remember. And I remember vaguely watching everything fucking go. Everything just rip apart.
So, you prior to that moment when you had that memory, you didn't remember it before that?
It was vague.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I know. I don't have a lot of answers, but this little woman is playing a long game, and whatever she's interested in with you, she's not going to stop. These are the people who attacked my home and took my family from me. And that was 6 years ago. And they seem a lot further into whatever plans they have. So if she's willing to play whatever game they're playing for years, and she's not done with you.
I know.
So there's no point sitting around wondering. We need to get help for Laudna, I hope. And we gotta find this woman and stop her.
I've called the airship. I called the airship.
So you're reaching out to, I believe, Captain Zandis then?
Captain Xander.
What would you like to say?
Silver side.
You got it.
We need you to come get us. At the edge of town. Lay low if you can. It's hectic here. We're on the run. Come fast. Please.
Oh, hey there. Yeah, it's, you're in luck. We've been just sort of circling around for a bit, so, really only about half a day away. Sucks you're on the run. That's good.
Real sorry, Imogen.
I'm so sorry. I feel like if I hadn't run away, none of this would have happened, and you guys wouldn't be hurting, and Laudna wouldn't be gone, and I just thought we were all running, and then she just kept coming for us. And she wouldn't have even gone after you if... It's like she was trying to make me break.
That might be so, but we went into her house. All of us.
You fucking saved us.
Yeah.
You saved all of us, and we're gonna save her too.
We will. I don't want to give it in. I don't want to be like Odahan.
So don't.
That's some hero shit, man.
We've got to save Laudna.
We're gonna.
And then we've got to find out what's going on with the Apogee solstice, and if they're trying to... This is so big.
If anyone has a pinch of salt, do you think Joe might?
A pinch of salt?
I mean, probably.
For
They're gonna charge
breakfast?
us 50 fucking gold for
That's
it.
all right. I just need a pinch of salt.
Pinch?
Yeah.
I have a packet from Taste of Town.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's not salt.
I didn't break properly. It's at least.
If you can undo her shroud so I can reach her face, I'll just place 2 copper coins on her eyes and a sprinkle of salt. And I don't have lips.
I'll lean down and give her a kiss on the forehead.
Thank you. And I'll cast Gentle Repose on her.
So as you complete the ritual, you focus on her body, her corpse, her essence, whatever earthly connection still remains with the currently absconded spirit that you know as Laudna. You complete the ritual, and there's a flash of kind of vibrant, warm, orangish light around it. And none of you pick it up, but you do. A weird sense that the spell definitely headed something off at the pass.
Oh, shit.
And now she rests for the next 10 days.
The next 10 days.
Oh, repeat the spell every 10 days. Oh.
Wait, what did you just say?
Oh.
Cure that meat.
Oh. Okay. Oh, we don't know that though. We don't know
we
that.
don't.
That's
There was a
that's
cutoff
so.
point.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I gotta send a message to Estros.
Let's do it.
Okay.
We have Armand. We lost Laudna. Do you know of someone powerful enough to bring her back? Tell us what to do.
Is that it? Okay.
Yes, it's been,
He responds rather quickly.
I'm very sorry to hear. A terrible sacrifice. Perhaps we can make right on this with Armand. Such magics are rare, though.
He doesn't know of anyone.
Did you warn him?
Warn him of what?
They're coming for him. I will follow up with. Also, you in danger, girl. Odahan knows you sent us and might come for you. So be safe.
I knew this time would come. I will see if I have contacts who can aid in Laudna's predicament. Bring her here. I will prepare.
That's good, that's good.
While you've been doing the messages, I just wanted to hand FCG this. I used the paints from Imahara Joe. Just in case you start feeling wild again, I just thought maybe we could craft something that could, help you describe your emotions. So, if you're feeling happy, you could just leave this up. Or maybe if you're like, I'm gonna buzzsaw you, you can do this. And maybe we could just mount it to your chest or something. And,
Like an
that's for rebooting.
Like an emotional thermometer.
I love it.
Oh, it's real cute.
You pay up and settle your debt with Imahara Joe, and now have in your, your gathered materials a singular lead box.
We put the white powder in it.
Okay. Well, wherever you're off to, good luck.
Thank you for everything you've done for us.
Just be careful out there.
Thanks, Joe.
As you begin to push beyond the carmine red wall and into the outer skids of the city, you make out the shape, a distant, floating object that gets larger and larger and larger. You see it kind of lift a bit to one side and shifting it, heading your direction. As it does, you also begin to notice that there are crawlers starting to kind of head out in the direction of the airship. Looks like a pack of 3 are curious as to why an airship would once again, in the middle of the day, head off of the normal airship shipment paths.
Well, fuck. Can we catch it on the run? Is there a ladder dropped down?
As it begins to push down, you can see off both sides, 2 rope ladders begin to unfurl.
Run and grab him. Can I use a 4th level spell to hit anybody that looks like they're not going to make it with a fly spell?
If you'd like to, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I can hit 2 people.
So, as you all begin to leap and climb and hold on, and it's like the rope itself is swinging left and right. At one point, it kind of like slams into the side of Ashton's hip, and it hurts. And you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, shattering the corner of this roof off, and you're like, oh, the white searing pain for a moment before you just hold on and clutch. You almost lose your grip.
Rock and roll.
And you full-on miss the ladders.
Oh no.
A bit of it.
And as you go downward, suddenly you're about to hit the ground, and then you just coast along the ground.
What? What? What is that? Devilry?
You glance up and you can see hand extended at the top of the ladder. Imogen looking down at you.
He's starting to believe.
Are you doing this or am I? I try to go up.
Alrighty. Pulling up. You coast up alongside the edge of this rope ladder, past the sails, and as you tear up past, you can see now on the deck, half the crew there waiting, and Captain Xandis, they're sitting there with their arms on the sides of the wheel for the actual skyship, kind of shout out, ha ha ha, there's one way to do it. The rest of you, as the ship begins to pull up, you can now see the crawlers are now following it in tow, and you hear
Let's get the fuck out of here.
rifles firing.
Oh no.
But the skyship is a little too quick, a little too far out of the rain. And as it pulls up over the city, pushing through the pillars of the smokestacks of the various cisterns that climb out of the top of the city, it turns to the left and begins pushing in a northward direction, taking you back out over the belly of the Hellcatch Valley, onward to your destination, back to where this all began, the city of Drusar. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Oh my God!
That's too much. Too much.